Hello, and welcome back for part 22 of This is Total War with Arkhan the Black. Oh, another turn, another pile of rats to deal with. Of course, of course.
I do not like this.
Yeah,
No,
hoping I can
meet
wipe up
my warp
both
token stash.
Skaven stacks completely this turn.
Bad plan, Steve.
So there's this army of just complete, well, mono infantry, I guess. Lots of Skaven slaves, very weak. So that's the army Arkhan will attack to lightning strike, and then both my armies, and I guess the garrison potentially,
No,
will
grief
join forces to try and deal with this
never
much stronger army with all the storm vermin and war machines. Yeah, I think that should work out fine. Then we've got these orcs up here who are oblivious to our armies and marched up towards Bel Aliad, so it seems like a great opportunity to wipe them out. There's another half stack of orcs maybe down here. I should scout and see exactly what they have. Over here the elves are rebuilding. I did weaken them quite a lot, but unfortunately, yeah, they just recruit new armies very quickly and it's hard to find time to just stamp them out. And then finally on the west coast, we've got the Sork army that's not doing anything, but there's this Dreadfleet army that's featuring a bunch of top tier units that is likely to attack Kofur next turn. I'm assuming they can land and launch the attack unimpeded by the orcs, but I don't know, we'll find out. Yeah, so I think I was starting to recruit my 6th army here, but I think this attacking army is going to be far too strong, and I have to put resources into capturing Kofur back. Yeah, I think basically one of these two armies has to force march west and try and deal with what's left of the Dreadfleet the turn after. How strong is the Sork army? It's not that strong. I should be able to deal with that with just King Yenhans's army, I think. Yeah.
My will be done.
I was thinking a bit more about how to distribute my armies, and I think now that the plague's gone, this army's at full strength, or I guess I've got one more turn on recruitment. If I even want this Necropolis Knight unit, but I think I'll actually have this army come north, and I'll have King Pashidu and King Yenhanza work as a pair, and I'll have King Wakaf actually cover the west coast on a more permanent basis, since we've had a lot of trouble there. We've got another army coming in who surely have the same idea as the Dreadfleet in terms of dropping anchor at Kofur and or maybe even further down the coast. So that way I'll have 2 armies to deal with what's going on in the west, 2 armies to deal with the north, and 2 armies to at least keep the Skaven at bay, if not actually make gains in the south. Okay, so where do I want to start things? I think I've also just nice. I've got Al Haik up to tier 5 finally. That's really good. Okay, so by the end of this turn, hopefully I have quite a lot more gold to spend. I can start building one of those top tier recruitment buildings.
Stop pushing it. I reign.
I'm not in a rush to recapture settlements. I've mentioned this in at different points in this campaign, but I think generally wiping out enemy armies and avoiding having your armies wiped out is way more important than prioritizing taking territory. So with that said, I'm going to focus on Icky Ironjaw's army. I'm pretty sure... So if I attack with both armies, this army will just withdraw. It's nowhere near strong enough to fight both of us. And that will waste a lot of movement of King Wakaf, and I really want him to be able to head west. So I think I won't move him, I'll just launch the attack with King Yenhanza.
They need to prove themselves.
Okay, so let's just check out this Necrotect. Yishabdi Kava, okay. yeah, I don't think there's any reason to wait on a skill point. Once he's rank 8, I can save up points because he opens up a bunch at rank 10, but that's a little ways away. Then... oh yeah, this is our knowledgeable Lich Priest, nice. So, can go towards evasion. Yeah, he's actually not too far from Arkhan Conduit, even though he's pretty recently recruited, which is great. That is one perk as you go later in the campaign. Like, there are not so much for the Tomb King faction compared to others, but there are definitely ways to increase level on recruited heroes, so that when you do like get someone killed by mistake, a replacement's not that far behind in experience, or like for sure not starting at level 1 anyway.
These wretches.
Alright, so the Orcs decided to stand and fight. I don't understand this, but I'm being given the Lightning Strike option despite the fact that it's only one army involved. That's really weird. I'm gonna tick it because Lightning Strike actually gives a leadership debuff to the enemy. But yeah, like, I've never seen that before. Anyway. Don't need Scarecrow Banner, they don't have any flying stuff. So what do they have? They've got 2 units of Boar Boys, 2 units of Trolls, just 1 unit of Archers, and 2 of these River Troll Hags. Yeah, they don't have any powerful magic, they just have the Spirit Leech. And their general is on a boar. Okay, good to know. Yeah, I don't think there's any problem here at all. We don't have much of a front line, but with the Scorpions and the Tomb King on his War Sphinx, should be able to keep their infantry occupied while we pound them with archers and artillery. I don't want our own cavalry fighting their Boar Boys. The Savage or Boar Boy Biggins are actually quite good at fighting other cavalry. And even though these are like they're not the basic tier skeleton horsemen, they're still not really their equal, so I think I'll just hold them in reserve and have them run down the Orcs, wipe as many of them out as I possibly can. Okay, we don't have to worry much about missile fire at all, so I'm liking the looks of this hill. So nice fighting against an enemy that isn't spawning units like out of nowhere on top of you. Alright, what else do we have in here? Necrotect. Guess I'll stick him on. Yeah, so he's relatively low level, just have him in the back line on that flank. Tomb Prince can do some fighting though. Oh yeah. He should be good against the Orc infantry for sure. Alright, like I said, I'll just hold the cavalry in reserve. I don't have a Lich Priest of Light anymore, no. So I don't have yeah, I don't have a great way to slow down their cavalry, but that's fine. I think I'll actually just have this Tomb Prince. I'm anticipating 1 unit coming each flank pretty much, so I'll have the Tomb Prince on this side. And probably the Bone Giant on this side. Like, the Bone Giant's so tanky that, you know, he's not going to get, like, wiped out in just a few seconds or whatever from the Boar Boy charge. Didn't get a great initial Winds of Magic, but we do have lots of power reserves, so must remember to use my Lich Priest. Don't need to heal anyone in advance of the battle, not really. Wonder who I should actually target with the Bone Giant. So the missile strength. Oh wow, there's actually a pretty good bonus versus large here. So why don't I? Yeah, why don't you try shooting at the trolls? Or yeah, shoot at the trolls. Archers do well against trolls as well. Trolls are like the base trolls that this faction I'm fighting right now has, they're not particularly strong. The river and stone trolls that they've added to the game are actually way more dangerous, but like the vanilla trolls, if you like, are yeah, they're not very dangerous. Alright, looks like enemy troops concentrating on my general, which is okay. He's pretty durable after all. Yep, doesn't look like we're in danger of being flanked. I'm going to send my own cavalry round. Start to pick up the stragglers. Looks like the archers there have had enough, and a lot of units routing already. Good to see. Yeah, why don't you run down those trolls? Don't really want to fight them again. So these are big uns. Okay, let's focus on those. It's always good to be able to focus on units that are just fighting like one of your you know, our single entities, because unlike if our infantry's involved, we just don't end up taking that much damage from the like friendly fire from the archers. Yeah, you worry about those trolls. Okay, Tomb Scorpion's taking too much damage. That's alright though. Those trolls are not gonna make it to our lines, I don't think. No, I guess they did. Well. Alright, I managed to have this cavalry unit caught by the boar boys that I thought were going to be routing up the battlefield. It's a little irritating. Okay, now we got rid of those trolls. Alright, good. Yeah, the Scorpion's getting beaten up though. Other than that, everything's going fine. Took quite a bit of damage, but the Orc units are good at dishing out damage, so it happens. Am I actually going to lose this Tomb Scorpion? That'll be annoying. Looks like he might be alright. Just a few seconds before I can heal him up. After saying I should remember to use my magic, I of course completely forgot to use my magic. Alright, got a few Orc units rallying. More or less lost his cavalry unit too. That's irritating. Okay, that's the army losses there. Yeah, it took way more damage than I thought it would. It's okay. I mean, we can heal up over the end turn. I don't think we have to do any more fighting in the near term, but still. Alright, why don't you try and hunt down one of those heroes? Yeah, the archers do well, it's just that my melee line invariably just gets kind of smashed up, even when it feels like, you know, our missile superiority should just dominate. I think part of the issue is just there's lots of experience levels on the enemy troops. And that combined with the buffs that the AI get on the hard battle difficulty settings just means, yeah, melee's always going to be a rough one.
The Graal worships me.
I didn't get any units wiped out. I think that's the main, like we've got that going for us at least. And I should be able to follow up and wipe out this army. Some of their stuff did get away, but not that much, honestly. anything else hasn't just... Oh yeah, haven't quite made it off the battlefield, so that's fine. Alright, it's basically just their those two trolls. So most of the damage is actually done, in terms of casualties, most of the damage is done by this one unit of big uns. I guess they were in melee for a long time just with our skeletons and shredding them up.
I alone shall restore Nehekara.
Yeah, there's so much. We have we have very good replenishment rates in this army already. I'll just take the money.
Stride to victory is undeath.
Okay, and we actually wiped him out. That's not bad. Ward save 12%. Oh, that's good as well. Let's see what we have on this king. Oh yeah, ward save 12% is way better than that. So ward save basically just is flat damage resistance. So with this lord being like a tank at the front of his army, that's a great pickup actually. So we've got this little,
The realm of souls feels
not even half a stack. That's not very dangerous. I won't be able to deal with it this turn, but if they move down here, then I'll be able to
land of the dead.
bring this army over to protect Alcalabad. And
Thus,
yeah,
again,
we'll just wipe out this army. It's literally just their two trolls, it's funny. Alright.
Tomb King of Nehekara.
I get the option for Lightning Strike again, it's really weird. That actually shut out my reinforcements though, so I don't think I want it. I'll fight this manually. It actually lets me do some more healing.
To battle for the Creator God.
We should not take any casualties at all here. In fact, I think I just use my like my full health Scorpion, Bone Giant, and General more or less just deal with this. I guess I can bring up the archers too. No reason not to. So what are we trying to heal? Yeah, we can't replenish casualties on these units that came into battle damage, unfortunately, but I can heal up this Scorpion. So Necrotect can do that.
What, my king?
And yeah, at the start of the battle I'll just drop down a heal with my king.
They reckon me. Tomb King.
Now, the Bone Giant does a chunk of damage against the heroes as well. Probably will have to tell my artillery to stop shooting at some point here, just so I don't... I'm just gonna hitting my own stuff. Who am I trying to heal here? I'm trying to heal this Scorpion. Alright.
Come now.
Yeah, load us into attack from our own artillery. All we have to do is rout them, and then we'll get some extra healing in while they're running off the battlefield. We don't have to actually kill them here. They're really strong heroes, these trolls, although I think the AI probably should prioritize increasing their magic ability a bit more. It seems like I've seen some reasonably high level troll hags that just have like no points put into magic. Doesn't make sense. You can see I got this other Scorpion up to almost half HP. Alright, there we go. More healing. Yeah, let that troll get away, it doesn't matter.
Necrotic!
Now I guess we can make some effort to chase after her. She's actually... yeah, they're pretty fast. Alright. Troops getting spread out. Where's the Necrotect? Yeah, you use your second heal on this. Oh, that'll load already. Alright, no problem. It's too bad you can't heal, like, restore entities to units that come into the battle damage. I guess it probably would be a bit overpowered if you could do that.
The day of awakening comes.
Well, 74 loot. Hooray!
Nekara rises from the sands.
Okay. And we wiped out those trolls. Good stuff. More experience. Closing in on immortality for these heroes, which is nice to see. Okay, so I have everything... finished along this line for the Tomb Prince. So I mean, as in, like, I got enough points to get Desert Strike, so now I can just choose whatever I want. He's going to be able to pick up almost everything on this line, I think, by the time he gets to level 40. I think I'll focus on having him, since he is a Chariot Master, I will focus on his personal combat skills. I won't worry too much about campaign map abilities. Unfortunately, the training skill, it sounds kind of good, like, to just passively gain experience in your army, but it just quantitatively, like, the numbers are just so low, it barely makes a difference, so... I think I'll just go for... bit more melee defense? Yeah. Can't go wrong with melee defense.
I doubt his attentions.
So at rank 10, I want to be able to grab Chariot, Inscription of Repair, and one of these skills. So I can spend this rank 7 skill, and again I'll just go for melee defense. I'll have this guy in a Chariot too once he's high enough level. It's basically the default mount for the Tomb Kings. Like, Chariot's just solid choice. And I'm healing up in 2 turns. Yeah. So I'm close enough to Belalia to protect it if anyone comes to attack it. I guess I'd rather stand... oh, I don't have enough movement to do that.
Legions rise. Now we go.
I don't need to do any recruitment here. No. I'll just head back to ambush stance.
Ambush the foolish. My will be done.
This army I'm planning to head west, but let's move, maybe do some movement of heroes and Myva fighting first in case something happens that changes my mind. Okay, hero-wise...
This is my endeavor.
we did have a hero wounded. Do I have a hero back? No, just 2 kings. Okay. This hero
Victory in undeath.
continues to just head up to the mountains.
Son of Nehikara.
I think I'll just head this Tomb Prince out back towards the... actually, hold on. Yeah, no, that should be fine. I don't want to accidentally discover a new faction, but he should be right here. Yeah, I just want to see what the Skaven have going on there. I think this hero I can actually just join into Arkhan's army since I've got some space. Yeah. And then this guy here... maybe just head north. The Skaven have sent armies this into my territory from this angle as well in the past, so I want to make sure I catch if they're doing that again. Okay. So this is going to be... uses all of Arkhan's movement. I don't like that. Yeah, I'm going to have to try and catch as much of this army as I possibly can. Run it down.
My great works.
Okay, you can join this army, no problem.
I'll set the slaves to work.
Nagash commands. Destroy them.
Yeah, so the odds look bad, but that's because we would fight both armies at once, but why would we do that when we have Lightning Strike? Alright, so they have Warlock Engineer with Warp Lightning, and they have Silly Menace Below. They've been getting 4 of those or so per battle, but yeah, the rest of this army is not very dangerous.
Nagash demands sacrifice.
We're not quite at full strength, but I can hopefully manage this, taking very little damage. I wonder if... well, no. I was going to say, I wonder if there's some better angle I could have attacked from to mean that after the battle the army won't run away where I can't reach them, but I think what I did was basically the only choice. It was the other stronger army that was actually laying siege to the settlement, so that's why... yeah, there was no way I could have made this attack against the weak army with my garrison troops. They're stuck in the city, so pretty sure this is the best I could do. Alright, let's keep...
Mortuary cult.
I think no reason not to just deploy as far back as possible. So I mainly want to just make sure nothing silly happens, like losing a hero or having a unit take too much damage. I don't have much front line, but at least it's high quality units this time. Oops, camera's stuck on something. There we go. I guess there's no reason not to just spread out a little more. There's no Doomflayers or any other sort of units that'll come to flank us though. Okay.
The Liber Mortis core.
Yeah, Arkhan can definitely lead from the front. You definitely don't go at the front. Where's my Necrotect? He's over here. It's always nice having a Necrotect in the army, just get to drop a couple extra heals on the constructs. And, oh yeah, I've got this Regiment of Renown or whatever unit. Okay. No, I'm not going to have Arkhan at the front. I mentioned the Menace below, and then like 2 minutes into deploying, I've just forgotten that they're going to come from behind us. As usual. Okay.
Slaves for me. Yes, sire.
Shyish winds gather.
So these little green... yeah. There's just the warp grinders. There's no actual weapon crews. The missile weapons are all just Skaven slave slingers. Hopefully I have time to deal with the Menace below, and then I can kind of redeploy my heroes to, or at least Arkhan. I want Arkhan and the Necrosphinx to basically just absorb their melee attack, so it's not getting into any of my front line. I don't think they have anything that does much damage against either Arkhan or the Necrosphinx this time around, so should work well. Alright, and they drop the Menace below at the front of the army. And that was maybe smart because It prompted my Cascade of Souls to just shell our own troops a bit. Alright, are we in range? Not yet. Okay. Yeah, you guys shouldn't waste time on those either. That's okay though. Alright, so what are we shooting? You shoot this, you shoot this, you shoot that. No. Ah, whatever. Okay, that's the second menace below. I think I want you covering this flank. Just stand in front of the Chosen of the Gods. And my archers back on fire at will. Oh, that unit's had enough already. Yeah, one thing about this battle is that we're not going to be able to run all these units down. They're just going to disappear off the battlefield, pretty much. Alright, menace below in the back lines. That's pretty annoying. Just have my heroes try and backtrack to deal with that, I guess. Okay, archers in range, that's great. Arkhan can drop down his skeletons and then get to combat. They just cast Warp Lightning on my summoned skeletons. We take those. Yeah, as expected. Oh, drat, they got a couple of units past here, including Death Runners. Gross. No clan rat unit spawned over here. Okay. No, that looks like a more effective Warp Lightning, unfortunately for us. Oh, look at those casket hits there. Woof. Alright, how are things going? Looks like we're fine. Yeah, lost a unit, or lost one of the guys from this unit, but it's okay. Take quite a bit of damage from the general by the looks of it. So we can get Arkhan to charge into their slingers. Yeah, the low tier Skaven infantry, it's not, like, they rout extremely quickly. Which, if you played the tabletop Warhammer, it kind of happens in that as well. Alright, looks like these units are all just breaking. Okay. They've gotten away with enough that I'm just going to have Arkhan come back and try and wipe out some of these more elite units rather than chase down those Skaven slaves. Alright. You can stop, you can stop. You used... okay, got one more heal. Doubt we're going to be able to run down their general, but may as well try. And I want to use magic with Arkhan for the passive healing, since I did take a reasonable amount of damage back here. Let's see, he's the only healing I can do, right? Yes. Alright, we're not going to run this guy down, I don't think.
Arkhan move.
I think letting them get away is actually... Well, I care more about doing some extra healing than running down an army that was not particularly strong in the first place.
Arkhan the Black. Cetra shall pay.
Alright, everyone clump up here for some healing.
Metropet.
Yeah, not too bad. It's... I'd love to get a few of these guys back, get this unit up to about 70 or so before the battle ends, if I possibly can. Since I will be fighting more battles this turn. Unfortunately, Arkhan only has one spell that he can actually cast when there's no enemies around to proc the healing. That's one nice thing about the lore of Nekahara. You've got those buffs for archers and like protection spells you can just dump down whenever you want. Oh wow. This unit's kind of performed well, I'd say. Like, I was just impressed at how many kills they got. I looked at the, 250, 260 on the caskets. Yeah, we know caskets are great, but over 200 for them. That was better than anyone else, right? Yeah. Yeah, as I said, just really hard to wipe these units out when they break so easily and then just scurry off the battlefield, but what can you do? Oh, that's a big chunk of replenishment. You know what? I'm gonna grab that. Yes.
Not my king's decree.
Yeah, so, again, like last time, the Skaven army just ran all the way around here, we can't catch them. At least this army's not that dangerous, right? Like, we barely did any damage to them. I mean, sorry, we only wiped out one unit completely, so they will get all of this back, but it's not, it's actually kind of better that this army we should be able to do more damage to. Oh, this army's not at full strength either, that sucks.
King of greatest dynasty. Servant of Nagash.
Okay, so after taking the replenishment option after the battle, I actually got more or less back to full strength. Just 94. Yeah, that was really good.
Is there a better
Still saving up points for that. Yeah, okay.
Address me as your highness.
So I think I want to launch the attack with Arkhan's army here, just because I want as much movement as possible for the army in here, just in case there's some chance I can get round and wipe their troops out. I believe that they're likely to withdraw here.
His resurrection nears.
Yeah. Ah, they ran the other way. How annoying. Okay, and I can't actually get to them with Arkhan's army now. Huh. Okay, but that's because of this Necrotect. Yeah. So let's kick him out of the army.
Rise and move.
Then Arkhan can at least force march up to support.
No. Need my warp token stash.
Who dares?
Oh, this is not ideal though.
We must rebuild our strength.
I can't fight their stack one-on-one with my other army here. And I can only bring Arkhan in to reinforce if he's in force march. I guess that's my best choice, but I don't... Yeah,
Land of the dead.
I don't like doing that, to be honest.
Plan scheme is discordant.
Alright, well, like I say,
Resurrection.
it's just no better option. Hang on, do I actually have to...
You are not him. I shall move. Address me
Yeah.
as your highness.
Ah.
Do not stop. My master will return.
It's not some other reason that I can't move further, right? No, it's just the actual troops themselves with enough movement. Okay.
Legions march. Greatness comes.
I was thinking of having the Flock of Jaff join my other one of my other armies, but honestly, it's probably worth just grabbing it here, so that I mean I don't much care what happens to it, but I can just use them to go after the warp lightning cannons. Alright, it still gives us pretty good odds. Kind of curious. Alright, I fought enough of these Skaven armies, and the battles end up being not always the same, but kind of similar. I think I'll auto-resolve this, because I'm actually curious as to how the damage gets distributed. I'm assuming none of my units get completely wiped out here.
Arise, my legions, rise!
Yeah, it's interesting. I did actually have this unit of archers wiped out, although I can replenish them, that's not a problem. So the way the auto-resolve did a ton of damage to my frontline troops. I guess that makes sense. I partly wanted to do that in a situation where I thought it didn't matter, because one thing with the Skaven is, like, with the menace below, the auto-resolve can actually do a lot of damage to artillery, but it doesn't tend to do that for reinforcing artillery. So I was pretty sure the caskets would be safe. Okay, well, having a double gold tier archer unit wiped out was actually kind of bad. I shouldn't really have done that, but it's alright.
Onward, soldiers! My will be done.
Okay, so I need to have... Arkhan can't recruit new troops here.
Find my harem.
What do I actually want in Arkhan's army?
Priest king of greatest dynasty.
And I can't recruit the archers right here either. Okay, well that's fine. I've got 4 archers plus 7. Yeah, that's enough here, I think.
Bad plans, Dave.
I'm not concerned about what this army does. I guess I'd like to be in a spot next turn to decide whether I can launch an attack against Plain of Tuskers or not. So with that in mind, this army should go back to Sudenburg. Yep, get a bit more replenishment. Closing in on the War Sphinx, that's good. This is a prepared guy, right? Yeah. And just more replenishment. Yeah, I think there's a reasonable chance I move out at least to the edge of some of my territory next turn, so I won't recruit anything that takes more than a turn. I feel like there's another Skaven army here, but they've attacked enough times, and I've fought them off enough times that I've, like, slightly lost track, to be honest.
The Lich King returns.
I guess I do have the option of switching some units out here. So the Flock of Jaff survived. I don't want them in Arkhan's army, though. I guess I'll just take 2 more units of spearmen for now.
Address me as your highness.
Yeah, I've got enough recruitment slots to recruit those. Get this army up to full strength anyway, so... Oh, there's a Tomb Guard unit in this army.
You are not him.
Okay. Give me that Tomb Guard unit.
Victory.
Alright, that's fine.
It's victory.
Arkhan... Okay, finally Arkhan can learn the Purple Sun. At rank 31, finally learns the AoE attack, like, magic spell. And this Lich Priest... Probably going for replenished troops on him is actually fine, right? He's got all the magic stuff. Yeah. Skeletal Steed, I can wait on.
Power in unlife.
Alright, well, yeah.
Where are my slaves?
Took a kind of a silly risk, I guess, auto-resolving that second battle, but it's alright. We'll see in a turn or two about moving out and trying to take Plain of Tuskers, but I need a bit more intel before that on any other Skaven troop movements back here, I think. So here, I'm actually tempted to not bother completing this recruitment and just start heading west or up to intercept this army. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I've mentioned this before, but I'm not really a fan of the Necropolis Knights, and sitting still for 3 turns to recruit them is pretty expensive. So I'll just come down here and ambush stance. Should be able to wipe that army out next turn, assuming it moves on down here, and then I can perhaps use this army to take Pools of Despair. So King Wakaf, as I said before, I really need to head west. And I think I will force march him to get in the extra way there. Yeah, there's no real reason not to. It's not like he can pick up any units in one turn, right? Oh, we could get an extra unit of archers. Okay, let's see. Can I reach here next turn? No, I can't. Well, it's better to force march this turn than next turn. Alright, so over here... I mean, I may as well fill up my local and global recruitment, but I anticipate getting attacked before this new recruitment comes in. Unfortunately, like I said at the beginning, I'm not going to be able to hold the city. I do actually want to fight this battle manually though and try and wipe out, like, if I could wipe out the Carronades, or if I could wipe out completely one of their other units, that would be useful.
Find my harem.
Yeah. Alright, lots of gold. Let's start by checking out what we can do in Al-Haik. So here we go, 9,500 for the War Sphinx, Necrosphinx, and Hero Titan recruitment. Let's go for one of those. Sounds fun. We already have a Necrosphinx. Unfortunately, there's no way to check what my capacity is for these units. I think it's going to all just be the default, because I haven't recruited... Yeah. Okay, that's right. So this guy I could recruit when I get to 200 Canopic Jars, and it's +1 capacity for War Sphinxes only, not the Necrosphinxes. Alright. So I think that means... And I don't have any corresponding boost for the Hero Titans. So let's start with the War Sphinx building. And I've actually got I've got 2 more slots in this settlement I can free up for these other 2, but we don't have gold yet, so I won't bother demolishing the other building. Okay, 2 more turns before I have enough population surplus for this to get this to tier 5, and that costs 6,500. Okay, so yeah, I probably will just sit on the rest of this money then. Oh, that's right, faction -4, that's because... Yeah, that's just because this isn't good climate for me. Although, wait, that's only a -1 penalty. Okay, hold on. I'm not sure where this faction -4 is from then. Because I've got 6 from this, 7, 8 from that, from the neighbouring province, and then up to 10. Oh, it's only 9? Okay. I was going to say I've also got the same effect from the Bone Giant building in Al-Haik, So I felt like I didn't need another public order building here, but I guess... Huh. Yeah, there's nothing about... Nothing about public order, extra public order penalties. Alright, I'm not sure how that's being calculated. It's not a problem anyway. So if I do... Okay, if I do this, then I'm down to 1,500 gold, but between battles plus 2 turns of income, I will lose some of that to raiding probably. Yeah, let's just hold off on this. Let's make sure that in 2 turns I can start upgrading Wizard Killer's Palace to tier 5. Prioritize that. Okay, I have a Tomb Prince here I didn't move, that's good. I want him to get back up to this way.
Make way!
Keep an eye on what the Eye of the Jungle are up to. Already 2 stacks again.
Certainly not.
Yeah. I think they're going to be marching on Al-Haik soonish.
My dynasty
That's
reigns
maybe
supreme.
okay though. I mean, well, we'll see. The Orcs aren't too dangerous right around here. We wiped out their stronger army. I don't think there's any other troops other than this which enemy armies can deal with.
What?
Having a whole bunch more Tomb Scorpions for fighting the elves, if I do, you know, follow on my plan and bring this army up to north, I think that'll work out well. Yeah, I don't want to do any settlement upgrades. Okay, that's all fine. Just make sure I haven't forgotten to move a hero. No. Alright. And... oh, Crown of Command, I didn't equip that. Okay.
Furthers my plans.
I actually think Crown of Command on one of my Lich Priests, who's always going to be like in the behind the main battle line, makes a lot of sense. So
Me as your highness.
I think I've got the toughest fighting actually over this way, so why don't I yeah, I'll send the Crown of Command over to this army, I think. All my magic weapons were assigned. I guess there's no reason why I can't... oh, I already have the Relic Sword on him. Okay. Cause Terror. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. I should assign that to someone, though. It's going to do something against Orcs or Skaven. Maybe on this... Tomb Prince? Or...
I despise such pests.
Tomb King. My will be done. Keep him at arm's reach.
I should give that potion of strength out too. Okay, let's see. That I will give to this king. And the death mask I guess I'll give to the Tomb Prince in this army. Okay. Someone should grab this Opal Amulet 2. Probably again, most important on this army. And then the Pigeon Plucker Pendant. Yeah, it affects flying units, so...
That is forbidden.
well, this is a big flying dragon-like thing, so I guess that counts. No one else is bringing in flying units, so... sure. Okay. Yeah, they're backing off, not surprised. Alright, what unpleasantness is this hero up to? Nothing. Alright.
Be careful what you wish for. I may just grant it.
Yeah, or not, because this is a request for a peace treaty and we are declining. But they are getting smashed, that's kind of good, I guess. Wait, the Doom Fleet didn't? Hold on. The Dread Fleet didn't attack us. What is going on? Maybe those orcs somehow did block this army? Huh. Alright, well that's good for me because now I get, I get to go finish all that recruitment I was doing, including the Screamer Skull catapult and stuff. That's gotta be good for me. Alright, this army's coming out in force march. Yeah, I don't think I can do anything about this turn, unfortunately. Ah. Oh, they're coming south. Okay. Grimgore confederated some other orcs, but I'm not so concerned about that. And the Lich Priest came back from being injured. That's cool. Yeah, I can't catch this army, which is too bad because that would be great to do before they actually got to Al-Haik. Let's just... We can't attack. No, we're not going to be able to attack over the port, or like through the port in one turn, even though the distance looks small. We'd be able to get off the ships, but we wouldn't be able to actually have enough movement to launch the attack, I think is how that would work. Okay, let's start by trying to move some heroes. I'm not seeing any more Skaven around here though, that's really good news.
Do not challenge me.
I'm assuming the Skaven just own all this territory down to the south.
Move.
Should probably, it should probably have actually just explored Bagar to see what all's in there. Not to worry, maybe do it next turn. So those armies are more or less full strength. Yeah. This is a Lich Priest who just got back from being wounded. Ah!
Find my harem.
Perfect, he can go straight into this army. So where do those orcs go? Oh, I don't know. Okay.
Immortality.
They're not raiding me.
Power.
Did they come back to Pools of Despair? Despair? They did. Okay. That's fine.
The day of awakening.
In that case...
Servants, address me as your highness. Lich Priest.
Let's just move up here. Stay in ambush stance. And plan to attack Pools of Despair next turn.
Moving.
Yeah, there's no need to... Yeah, I've got enough movement I can afford to go into ambush stance here.
Legions move.
I lose my movement after attacking the settlement anyway, so... Oh wait, no, that's the wrong way around to do it.
Priest king of greatest dynasty.
Ambush stance first.
My glory. Move my creations.
Alright, he's recruiting, but I don't think he's going to have enough to pose much of a threat. And if any of the troops up this way, doesn't look like it. Okay, let's send him back to get a view of what's happening in Khemri. Alright, so here's the Elf army in force march. Yeah, so this is another situation where I basically... I feel like I have to take this fight. It's too good to be able to fight against this army in force march. They are strong, I'll have to be careful or I will... You know, I have to be very careful or I will have stuff wiped out or take a lot of damage here, but I should still launch this attack. Over here, so they don't have a siege attacker. I don't think any of the units that this faction can recruit have a siege attacker. So they're going to be besieging Al-Haik for at least a turn, or they're going to be moving further west. Either way,
Futile.
yeah, it's annoying that like the building, construction gets halted or whatever, but I should be able to have this army come break the siege next turn. Guess I have the option of trying to bring King Wakaf up to help with that. So
Don't be done.
Satosa Free Company.
On your knees.
Don't be a fool.
My will be done.
Yeah, this is annoying, right? Because the Pirates of Satosa, this army, these units look a lot weaker than the stuff in this other army, but obviously it's still a full stack. So they're going to be able to take on whatever garrison they want. And neither of these cities have defenses.
My dynasty.
So I'm not sure they'll be able to launch an attack over this turn, but the Dreadfleet I think definitely will. So maybe I move to Kofur and try to have both armies able
Don't
to
be done.
fight against this army.
Find my harem.
Or maybe I
Find my harem.
I can't do that unless I force march though, that really sucks.
Priest king of greatest dynasty.
No, I'm surrounded by fools.
Land of the
Okay, I think the question is, can my troops in Kofur with this garrison plus my army that I've recruited,
will be done.
can I realistically take on this army? With their double Necrofex Colossus and a Death Shriek Terrorgeist.
I reign.
I think that's very tough. Too much of this is just basic skeletons. Basic skeletons do not do much at all against like high tier melee units, monsters, single entity monsters.
Servants.
I think I'd be spreading myself too thin and maybe taking more damage in the long term if I split up these two armies, so I think what I'm gonna do is get this army to full strength and
Address me as your highness.
fortunately again having to force march into reinforcement range.
On your
I'm still,
knees.
hold on. Could I really not get within the city
Done.
range? Ugh, I can't.
That is not.
I suspect I can't get force march from Lashiek to,
My glory.
or from Kovo to Lashiek in a single turn either. No, I can kind of see from this army, right? I don't quite get all the way there. Although this...
Rise, legions.
No, I don't think this king has any more movement range.
King of greatest dynasty.
Not this time.
If I show strength in Lashiek, they can just go for Sorcerer's Islands, right? I kinda can't stop this army from making a mess somewhere. Yeah, I'm not...
What?
I think I'll just force march within reinforcement range of Kofur, but maybe I will fight this battle against the elves first, since I have to do that anyway.
Your will. Submit to your king.
Find my harem. Tomb King.
I think these armies can move out in ambush stance with the plan to take Plain of Tuskers next turn, based on how this is looking. I will stay in ambush stance though, try and just be really cautious. Know how dangerous Skaven can be, but yeah, wrapping up this territory, starting to bring down the Skaven corruption faster will be great, obviously. Alright, let's take on these elves.
Send the chariots. Flavor. Tomb King Hekara.
I really don't understand why I'm getting the lightning strike option in these battles. I think it's probably a bug, but I will abuse it, I suppose. Yep, so usual like Plenty of Way Watchers. Only 1 unit of cavalry. Okay, that's good to know.
Nehekara will be mine.
So it's just a case of trying to get the balance of power down to the point where their army will rout without actually having my units wiped out. Looks like they're taking a bit of defensive position, but I can force them to come to me by just setting up on this hill and raining artillery fire down on them. The thing is, their Way Watchers are so dangerous that like I have to advance once their Way Watchers are in range. But so being up a hill doesn't honestly make that much difference. Do I want to gamble for more magic? No, I think it's fine. I don't have. I guess I do have the Skull Storm now, but I'm mostly just going to be casting the cheap buff spells. So this Tomb Prince on his chariot should be good here, as in he should be effective if I can, provided he's not focused on by too many of the Way Watchers. He should be effective at like getting into combat. I know that the king on his War Sphinx does well against these elves as well. So I want them to like spearhead the charge once the elves get closer, and then kind of get the melee units of the elves to clump up while I rain down arrow fire and artillery on them. I mean, that basic strategy has worked fine all the times I've fought against this faction. It's just like, you know, how much damage do the Way Watchers do to you in the meantime kind of thing. Could actually have the Necrotect. Could maybe use the Bone Giant to try and tank some Way Watcher volleys as well. Especially with the healing from the Necrotect. I might try that actually. He does have a ton of HP, the Giant. Alright, and not much in the way of an infantry line, but that's okay. Actually, I should just have my constructs stay together, and I'll keep the Necrotect just behind them, with the idea of healing whichever one needs to get propped up a bit. And the Cold One Knights are on that flank. I think that's good. We want our fast units positioned to be able to deal with them. I think I'll keep my actual Nekahara cavalry on the other flank, and the Lich Priest can go in the middle. Alright, looks pretty good. Okay, they're not coming towards us. How far out of range are we? Oh, we're ways out of range, huh? Well, that's fine. Can I do any healing or anything before the battle? No, right? Yeah, it's just these... I'm pretty sure that the Lord's AoE heal doesn't restore any of these units that came in damage. I may as well try it, right? Like... Yeah, no it doesn't. Okay, no problem. In that case I probably just have my whole... I either have my whole formation advance, or I have the Bone Giants take a bit of a saunter and start taking some pot shots. I think that's the better bet, right? He's very slow, but I can bring him back before he's gonna get, like, caught in melee or anything. Hello? Not sure what was wrong with that first arrow, but... Right, 7 kills with that shot, not bad. They're just gonna stand it and take another one? Guess they are. Alright, works for me. I mean... Okay, I will continue doing this until you come towards me. I'm not running up that hill to fight you. There we go, okay. Good job, Mr. Burn Giant.
Tomb Prince.
My will be done.
So now we should get some good shots into their clumped up infantry with my artillery here. Although the Way Watchers, who are invisible right now, are going to be getting into range before too long as well. Alright, Casket's in range, that's great. Yeah, let's just shoot at the unit we already damaged. Have to watch these Cold War Knights don't get into kind of come up the flank here and tear into my archers. I'm not so concerned about that other flank, I think. Way Watchers any minute. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, this always happens. The fact that they outrange us means essentially my melee units are kind of priced into having to advance, which isn't ideal. Alright, let's get in there. Okay, at least my archers are able to fire back. Try and chase after Way Watchers on this flank, I suppose. Over this side, yeah. Yeah, dealt a lot of damage to the Cold War Knights, that's really good. Get a heal down on that Scorpion. Yeah. Concentrate fire on this clump of units around the Tomb Prince. He's probably going to need a bit more healing. See if I can get the King within range to drop some heals on him. Alright, this cavalry's not going to do well in melee against their infantry. Get them out, charge the... Oh, those are shades! Oh crap, those are good in melee too. Yikes. Alright, need a skill storm. Thank you. Heal on that. Need help here. Yeah, I'm taking too much damage unfortunately on my skellies at the front, but can't do anything about that right now. This cavalry's taking too much damage. Yeah. This is the problem with the cavalry, like it's just not strong enough to actually beat like units that are good at melee. It's only really good against they're only really good against super light units. Hopefully I can get them out before they get wiped out. Alright, more magic please. And need protection on these skellies. Alright, these units are routed. Good, good, good. Very good. Tomb Prince has done his job. Yeah, really good job.
I am reborn.
Okay, well, heavy casualties, like took a lot of damage from the missile weapons, but I think we're getting there. Oh, those shades have been nasty as well. Victory's in our grasp. All right. Just try and avoid losing anybody. Tomb Scorpions held on very well. Shabti, yeah, right on top of those guys, please. Alright, looks like we got him. Yes. Nice. Okay, they're in force march, they're gonna get wiped out. Let's just try and do some more healing.
Obey.
Okay, people who need healing, gather. Yeah, that was alright. I mean, they actually focus fire on my archers, which is really interesting. I guess it kind of makes sense. Like, the infantry have shields, and so even though the Way Watchers do a ton of damage to them, the archers probably are better targets. They didn't go after my scorpions, and no one went for the Bone Giant. Yeah, it's really interesting, like the targeting priority, the AI. Anyway, wiping out this stack. All this damage I can heal in one turn. That's the great thing about it. Should be able to head over towards Al Haik, heal up over the end turn, then break the siege there, That army will be much harder to beat because it won't be in force march, but I'm still sure I can do it. Alright, gather round for the kingly healing.
My way! Legions forward! Onwards, legions!
Not sure we'll get another one down. That's alright. Yeah, I guess I will. Cool. Alright, close victory. Yep, fair enough. Unsurprisingly, you know, all the damage done by a few of their missile units.
The realm of
Okay, so how much do I heal if I go for the replenishment option? It's just not that much. So, yeah, having said that, I do want this army to be as strong as possible in one turn of healing for coming up to help out Al-Haik, so I will still take this option, I think.
Submit to your king.
Yeah, I think that was good.
advance!
Oh, nuts. Moved too far and,
Certainly not.
I deem it!
I think not.
yeah, moved too far and actually don't have enough movement to go into ambush stance. That's irritating. Okay, well, I don't...
Unwise. Not
So,
possible.
yeah, so this is showing the movement range and force march. There's no way they're going to be able to get to me if I do march up a bit further if they're on a normal march. I can also just retreat too. I'm not going to force march, that'd be silly. Standing here is fine. Yeah, I really have to watch that missile resistance in my tomb prints. Seems like a good thing to pick up. Yeah. I do have to watch that, like the fact that you need, sometimes you can be at 25 or 26% movement range and it still doesn't let you go into ambush stance. I've had that bite me a couple times. Okay, you're still saving up experience.
I doubt his attention.
Or yeah, now you're at level 8, I'm going to start saving up experience to hit the 3 points at level 10. Over here, I want more magic reserves. Yeah, I don't care so much about the Skull Storm. I will put more points into it, but just more magic in general, probably the more important.
Awakening comes!
Okay, this guy...
I am my father's son!
Just scout up this way.
Advance! Move! I shall make him proud.
Okay, this Lich Priest can continue his march north. And yeah, I'll go ahead and do what I was
Legions march.
contemplating and
I deign to move.
force march within reinforcement range to protect Kofur.
Priest king of great.
So even though my armies are far weaker than theirs, they will be facing down, you know,
My will be
basically
done.
2 stacks plus the garrison. I don't think...
Forbidden.
Ah, we can see their whole army now. Well, the bad news is they have a 3rd Necrofix Colossus. The good news is they have these deck droppers, which are a pretty weak unit, I think. They have 2 Carronades.
Power in unlife.
Yeah, this will be an interesting fight. I think I'll probably have to fight them. If they don't back off, if they just hang out around here or lay siege or something, I probably will have to fight them because I'm also conscious of the need to come deal with this army. But this looks way weaker though. This is just these Free Company infantry are pretty weak. Yeah, these units are nothing special at all. And then triple bloated corpse, that's fine. More deck droppers, that's fine. Yeah, this army's actually not strong. I'm feeling a bit better about this situation now. I was concerned this army would be as strong as the Dread Fleet, but yeah, it's the Necrofex Colossus and to some extent this big flying thing that are the problems. But yeah, we'll see how we go. Okay, now Arkhan. No need to move into the ocean, although that would prevent being ambushed, huh? Maybe I do want to attack by ocean.
My great works unfinished.
Yeah, so you can't be ambushed in the ocean, and Skaven also wouldn't be able to bring in reinforcements, but I think... No, I think I'm better just like moving to here, going into ambush stance. If I leave him here, I still get replenishment from being in my own territory, so I get this unit full healed, and I can reach... Yeah, I can definitely reach Plain Tuscus next turn, so let's go for that. And then, yeah, just similar plan with this army. Sudenburg's not as unprotected as it looks, there's still the walls there.
Ambush the foolish. I serve king and patriarch.
Probably should have thought to scout with this Lich Priest before moving the army up, but just having a check in case there was an extra army hidden somewhere. Yeah, so the fact that there's walls here, there's walls here, I don't actually have to have armies stationed there. Yeah, moved him already, okay. So yeah, main action of the antenna I think is going to be up this way. Yeah, that's just usual warnings about settlement improvement. Yeah, I'm not investing gold here. I think the only thing to do then is spend money. One more turn for this. Okay, so one thing I can do for sure is demolish the growth buildings now. That's great. Free up extra building slots. Yeah, that'll make space for the 3 tier 5 recruitment buildings in Wizard Calip's Palace, so that's all good. And we're going to have gold for this for sure, so I can spend... Yeah, I can go ahead and start this upgrade, or I could build something in... What does this building actually do? 7 extra growth, 15 income, plus 1% research rates. Yeah, I will do that. Can I also afford to go for start the growth building here? Yeah, I can, because that'll yeah, I'll still be I'll still have a bit over 6k even before any money I make from battles, and I'm anticipating making money from at least some of these battles, so yep, looks good.
Find my harem.
Okay, quick check of anything else going on here. No, doesn't look like it. Yeah, Pirates of Sartosa... It's not really a good tactical decision for them to be making this attack, right? For sure, this stack is better off at fighting whoever they're fighting here, but...
I know what you are.
There is this, there's at least some degree of anti-player bias where the AI will kind of prioritize going after the player rather than fighting over AIs, which is fair enough, right? Like...
Address me as your highness.
Well, I don't know. It can get annoying, but... hopefully that Satosan army doesn't end up giving us too much of a headache. I am in ambush stance, right? Not something else? Yes, good. Just checking. Okay. Let's go.
Dare petition Arkhan the Black.
Lizardman faction that I'm in contact with but I've never really interacted with. Nope. No can do on that. Ambush forward on Arkhan. Ooh. That's not good. Although I don't think this Skaven have an army to come attack us. Failure on the wound. Great. Alright, yeah, no movement from Clan Moors. They're coming down here. Are they attacking Lashiak? No. Alright. Dwarves signing military alliance, yeah. But, I mean, it's kind of clear Lashiak's a target, right? Mash Wongfinger has been on tour and is sneaking back to his homelands, I guess. What? Interesting. Alright, I'm fine with this. Huh, okay. Yeah, I felt like... I felt there was a good chance I'd have attacked late siege Al Haik. Suppose not. Oh, negative growth in Chiluk Oasis. Alright, not the end of the world. How close is this to getting up to... Yeah, this isn't so far off getting to tier 4 either.
Time for pest control.
Time for pest control. I'm not sure who said that. Maybe it was Arkhan, but it certainly is. So what have we got here? We've got the army that we already beat once that's re-recruited. Plus whatever this garrison is, which is not going to be anything super exciting, right? Skaven slaves, blah 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 blah. Yeah, nothing. So I think the plan is bring both armies down and just smash them.
Think the side again.
It's too bad they didn't embed their heroes in the army, so I could wipe them out at the same time.
Sands of time.
And yeah, Arkhan has enough movement to lay siege. Let's go ahead and do that.
Death. Erase them.
Oh yeah, this does not look good for them. They picked up some good units though. Well, those 3 units specifically. And they got most of their army healed up, I guess. So do I want to... how do I want to handle this? I think I just bring both armies down and then probably just auto-resolve it. I think the odds will be enough in my favour that that's a safe option in this case.
We fight. Vanquish the meddlers.
Yeah, I mean, there's only a few units of the, there's only the Poison Wing Glyptiers and Warpfire Throwers. Those are short range. Would be able to kill them pretty easily with our caskets. Oh, wait. No, let's not auto-resolve. Yeah, I shouldn't auto-resolve because the Menace below in the auto-resolve could end up nuking one of my... I could end up losing a casket that I can't replace, right? So let's just fight it manually. Fortunately, they don't have walls or anything, so it's just like a fight in the open. Alright, that's not enough magic. More, please. Thank you. Okay, so reinforcements coming in from this way. There's not much in the reinforcing army except for archers and infantry. That's fine though. We're just gonna stand here and have the Skaven come at us. They have stack and a half of troops in total. Yeah, I've got a lot more infantry coming in this other army, so that'll be able to hold, you know, patch up the gaps in the front. Just want to make sure I'm not leaving a flank open for anything to come mess up my archers. And yeah, like having this unit over on the flank, I think. There's no Doom Flayers here, it's just... yeah, it's just infantry and then those 3 weapons teams. I'll have Arkhan hang out at the back just at the beginning in case they spawn Menace Below back here, but
Deliver mortals.
should be fine. Okay, another Lich Priest, you can hide here, you can go on the front line here. Are Skaven advancing on us? Yeah, looks like they are. Okay. I suspect that I can kind of just try and flank with these troops. Oops. Just click. Just looking at where their army is sort of laid out. They're trying to hit us mostly on this side. I'll have these units just be a reserve in the back. Alright, there's a Menace Below. Arkhan. Go 2 of them. Yeah, you should be on skirmish mode. It's so funny having like monstrous infantry have a default to skirmish mode. It's like, you guys probably don't have to be running from from stuff. Okay, let's make sure we're firing at those weapons teams. No, not you. Yeah, Poison Wing Globadiers. Poison Wing Globadiers. And where is the other one? Where are the Warp Fire Throwers? Ah, can't see. Night Runners. Warp Fire Throwers, good. Alright, Menace Below kind of appeared where I moved my reserve infantry. How lucky. Alright. I guess they have deployed a few more units around this way, but... okay, there's a couple of Death Runners there as well. Alright. Dropped a Warp Lightning on us here, that's annoying. Okay. Nakahara Warriors took a ton of damage, that's too bad. Okay, how's things looking over this way? Not too bad, I guess. Alright, this unit's in combat against Death Runners. Yeah, they're taking a bit too much damage actually.
Ready. Power of Nagash. Shyish winds gather.
Alright, that is a Warp Fire Thrower that is not dead. Please fix. Alright. Yeah, looks like this is going okay over this way. I'm seeing a lot of Skaven running away at least. Ooh, I can test out Arkhan's AoE spell. Possibly not where I have all my troops here though. Yeah, I'll just go for Spirit Leech. No, what's happening over this way? This must be a Menace Below unit or something. Spawned in our back line. Tomb Guard are getting shot up by the artillery. Yeah, I identified. I was like, okay, the 3 good units they've picked up are these Warp Fire Throwers, Poison Wing Globadiers, but then I guess I just didn't have time quite to kill them with my artillery. Looks like we got him. Looks like the army's close to breaking though.
Arkhan the Black. Spell casting.
There we go. Okay. Alright. Oops, not you. Yeah, I think this was okay. I don't think I had any units wiped out. Did take a lot of damage on some of the frontline Tomb Guard, but I don't think there's any way I'm taking a fight over the end turn here, so all good. Yeah, it turns out the solution to the problem of getting too many rats stuck in your chariot wheels is actually to run over more rats, because then that dislodges the first lot. So, yeah, although it's kind of funny because Arkhan's chariot's floating, right? He doesn't actually run anything over, he just like hangs out above it and they die. Oh well. Alright. Let's drop an unnecessary purple sun because I can. Arkhan drops the purple sun, then just walks into himself. Yeah, seems good. Ah, it's wanted off the battlefield. Alright, whatever. Let's try and do some more healing with this guy. I should be able to. Well, yeah, this unit's going to take a while to get off the battlefield. So much less dangerous fighting the Skaven when they don't have the walls and like warp lightning and all the other stuff they can get with the better defended settlements.
Furthers my plan.
Occupy. Banner of Swiftness. Alright, that's not bad. And we've secured this province, that's great.
Open the Liber Mortis.
So let's see. Almost out of movement on this army.
I alone shall restore.
Don't think there's any Skaven around here though, right?
Not in this dice.
Just want to make absolutely sure.
Moving.
No. Okay, so everything here in the south has actually developed really well.
I alone shall
I mean, we have wiped out, like, I think maybe 4 Skaven stacks in total over the last 3 to 4 turns, or around there. Oh, we can't get to Pools of Despair? Oh, you're kidding. Wow, I really misjudged that. Ugh. Okay. That's silly. The whole point of moving there was so I could reach.
Rises from the sands.
Speaking of reach,
Not possible. I think not. Futile. Unwise.
can actually launch an attack against Xandri. Oh, but I can reach Pools of Despair from this side. Maybe? Yes, I can. Okay. Alright, that works.
Doing that.
Awake the Necrosphinx.
Yeah, let's just move heroes first.
Tomb Prince of the Hekara.
Where are the Savage Orc armies?
I command movement.
Not
This
that way,
way.
alright. How about this way?
Where is my chisel?
Nope. Alright. I guess I should have done this before, but I suppose that means... Oh yeah, they just have almost nothing left. They still have 4 settlements, and they're not at war with anyone else. I guess they just... Huh. Yeah, they just haven't been... building up troops for some reason. Oh, this is interesting. So, what happened to...
More head scans.
Oh, okay. I think I see what happened now. So Numas, the other Tomb King faction that I never came in contact with, I think the Skaven have wiped them out. Because it's unlikely that they and the Savage Orcs would both make peace with Numas at the same time. And I'm seeing ruins and ruins in this province. Okay. So that'll make sense. So Clan Moors must have thrown some of their military power against that lesser Tomb King faction. Alright, well... Rest in peace to the Numas, but also kind of a shout out for doing me a solid and keeping 2 of my enemies occupied without actually becoming my enemy. Okay, so what happened here? They disbanded some troops. They actually disbanded... Huh. Okay, well I guess that's a good sign.
Priest King of greatest dynasty.
Not this time.
So what's my plan on this coast? So this army is still very scary.
Find my harem.
These Necrophets Colossus are like... I think I said this before, but you could... When you're playing as this faction, you can literally just use these units. Like, they can do everything. They're super powerful ranged artillery. They're powerful in melee. You can boost them with all your magic. I'm not taking them lightly. I'm going to fight them with both my armies here.
My dynasty.
Unfortunately, they are at sea. Yeah, so I think that means... Does that mean I actually can't get both armies in there? Because you don't get reinforcement from land armies.
Your Highness.
Let me just see. Look at this. It's not showing... I can't see the reinforcement arrow. I'm pretty sure I won't get reinforcements though.
That is forbidden.
So they've stuck themselves in such a position that they can only be attacked by one army at once, I guess. Huh. In that case,
Be done.
I need to make King Wakaf's army as strong as I can and go for the fight with him.
Of greatest dynasty.
So movement range shouldn't be too big an issue here. Let's grab this stuff and switch out... Okay, cavalry will actually be somewhat useful here because I want to get after their carronades. Let's just do this. So, not having a front line of skellies in this battle is actually fine because they don't have that much infantry. My skellies are just there as a meat shield. If there's only a couple of units, it's actually okay. It's way better to have more damage dealers, I think. Let's look at this one more time.
I am denied.
Yeah, Gunnery White, okay, not that dangerous. Vampire Fleet Captain, Lure of Depths. Not that dangerous either. She's just... Yeah, she's a strong fighter. So is the General, or the Admiral. They don't have... No, they're all pretty low level at least. So these are strong units, but vulnerable to... at least somewhat vulnerable to Archer and Catapult Fire. Then these are the 4 like top tier units that are going to be a real pain to deal with. we're just going to take a lot of damage, like, there's no two ways about it. Our Tomb Scorpions are not even particularly effective against them. I don't think this is a problem, though. I think even without reinforcements, I can win with just this stack. We outnumber them by so much. Okay, let's do it.
Shatter their bones.
Alright, it reckons the odds are closer. Interesting. Well, we shall see. Like, yeah, they have a really funny composition of an army. I don't know.
Arise, my legions, rise.
If I do lose this, well, I don't know. Even though I wasn't able to attack with both armies at once, I do have that other full stack that, like, can potentially finish off the army if things do go poorly, so... Alright, how to approach this? We actually don't have... Relatively, at least, we don't have range superiority here. We need to get to... Yeah, we need to get at their carronades. They've deployed pretty aggressively, though. Like, yes, they're in range to shoot us from the beginning, but I'm going to be in range to start shooting them as well. So yeah, so Screaming Skull should focus on this bomber's unit, I think. Archers should advance and then start shooting the depth guard or their flying stuff if it comes in to attack us. Oh, Sepulchral Stalkers and my Tomb Scorpions and my Horse Archers all have Vanguard deployment. Okay. Okay, that gives me an idea. Let's see if I can take out this Carronade unit. How strong is this Terrorgeist? It doesn't have anti-large or anti-infantry. It has the Death Shriek. Yeah, can't do much about that. Yeah, I will do this, and I'll try and make this plan work, but I am wary of... I don't want my, like, elite sort of Vanguard units actually getting bogged down and killed fighting their infantry while the rest of my armies, you know, not getting over there in time sort of thing. But yeah, I think I'll still try and take advantage of this. And then my archers, let's put them into a tighter formation. We're just going to take damage from the carronades. Like, there's literally nothing I can do about it. I actually want my archers in the front here. There's Tomb King. So what does he have? Opal Amulet, Potion of Strength. Okay, let's make him... I should have my heroes be his control groups probably. Yeah, so he should lead the charge and keep my Lich Priest at the back. He's got the Crown of Command to help stop a unit from disintegrating, and he's got all the Dekahara magic. Okay. All right. Let's go. It's going to be an interesting one, at the very least. Alright. Okay, that looks like as clear an opening as we're going to get to charge the carronades. Good. This unit's taking a ton of damage. Great. Archers stop and start firing back. Alright, we need a Crown of Command already to stop this archer unit from crumbling. Infantry, get up there. Yeah, you guys get in here. Okay, pull out, pull out, pull out. Don't fight the depth guard. Okay, Lich Priest, you cannot fight that Deathgeist. That's really bad, actually. I'm liable to lose him. Right, bring it down. You guys, I need you to focus on the depth guard. You guys, I need you to run away. At least you've done a good job. I mean, the Carronades are now, like, abandoned their cannons and running after us, right? That's fine. We're going to take a lot of damage from the Necrofex. Can't do anything about that right this second. Okay. Yeah, gotta just try and throw these units into melee and kind of hope it sticks. Like, yeah, focus fire one of the Necrofexes, just pray we can bring it down. Yes, they are that strong. Okay. Oh, losing this Tomb Scorpion, that sucks. And I just lost... Oh, I guess that was a cavalry unit I just lost, okay. Yeah, I guess the Death Guard with halberds or polearms are going to be good against our... yeah, our big units. Alright, one Colossus down. Good. Next. I think we've actually got this pretty handily in the end. Taking a lot of damage, especially on some of my units, but it's all it's okay. Like, all this stuff can be replaced fairly easily. Even the Scorpion that died. Alright, I don't really want another Scorpion to die though, so try and get out of there. Sepulchral Stalkers actually did... Well, I was about to say they did okay, then I saw that one unit only had 7 kills, so yeah, never mind that. Alright, my infantry got destroyed, that's fine. They don't have much left here. We are eventually going to bring down those Colossi. Yeah, I actually think this worked fine. Considering the balance of power in the beginning, coming out of this with only having one unit completely wiped out, if the Scorpion gets out, will be quite acceptable. Yes. Okay. Yeah, we got him. Their generals are disintegrating as well. Good. Enemy lord's dead. Alright. Yeah, I think the thing is that even though their best units were really powerful, they did all the damage. Like, they just had so little other stuff that in the end, they couldn't do enough. Okay, so good win for the new west flank force. Oh, that actually does almost nothing in the way of healing. Okay, take the gold. Yeah, I actually want the movement range as well to try and get down to relieve Lashiek. Yeah, so that's the army just wiped out. Good, good.
Priest king of greatest dynasty.
So yeah, I think I just make for Lashiek as fast as I can.
I alone shall restore Nehekara.
Can't force much far enough, that's unfortunate.
Address me as your highness.
I guess the fact I can't force much is actually fine, because it lets me
Chart course.
replace units right away. Yeah, I'll just be Skelly Spearman. Ah, right, and I'm over my capacity for Tomb Scorpions, so I actually can't replace those. Yeah, that's too bad.
Unliving March.
So I'm imagining I'll lose Lashiek here, but I don't think this army is very strong. My two armies here should deal with it, no problem. The other thing is, like, because the vampire coast, they can't really make gains on my territory here unless they're able to occupy a city for a long time, because they need to build up the vampiric corruption. Like, if they occupy this settlement, the public order would just be impossible for them to maintain. Or very hard anyway, so of all the people to be coming and attacking our coast, Pirates of Sartosa, Dreadfleet, like, they're not the worst. It would actually be way worse if, like, the High Elves were... Attain was sending armies at us. Because if they got a foothold somewhere, they could very quickly expand and, yeah, take a big chunk of my territory from the backside.
Hekara rises from the sands.
Okay, so here I have the choice between
Will be done.
Get out me head!
coming over here to deal with the orcs or
Submit to your king.
lightning strike against
Unwise.
the elves. I'm just not comfortable taking on... I know that the...
I think
Yeah, so their
not.
full stack of 20 isn't force march, but I have to fight. I'd have to lightning strike this other
possible.
army first.
Not possible.
They also have 4 garrison units. I don't think I want to attack them. I could possibly make it work, but I think I'm okay with just taking Pulls of Despair.
Address me as your highness.
Yeah, and I don't see any other armies up this way.
Friend of the dead.
So I will do...
Onward, soldiers. Your advice.
I'm just going to do this and then auto-resolve.
Destroy all.
I don't foresee any problem here at all.
Shatter their bones.
Yep, balance of power agrees.
To war for Nehekara.
Yeah, fair amount of damage. Most of it just on skeletons though. Can replenish it.
My new city.
Yeah, fully healed in a turn. That's good. And to secure the province again.
I reign.
Yeah, everything's being healed in one turn.
Your
Yeah.
king, slaves.
Okay, so I'm imagining the elves will move out again towards Al Haik, but I can, like, this army has so much movement range. I can get up there in 2 turns to
Dare.
take it back. And actually, I think I'll have this
Never tire.
army force match up
Make way.
to get a head start.
Find my harem.
Alright, Lich Priest of Light. So we've got Light and Nekahara. Yeah, okay.
Petra watches.
So I think that's all the army movement done.
Open the liber mortis.
Got to grab some extra level ups here.
Find my harem.
Ah, okay. Nice. I get to put an extra point in making these spells cheaper for army-wide healing. That's always good.
Arkhan the Black.
So what have we got in this new territory we just captured? Okay, it's a port, but no resource building. Alright. And we definitely want to just try and clean out corruption, so Untainted and Public Order. Yeah, let's go for that. I think probably the same here, honestly. Oh, it's only 19% scale corruption, okay.
Obey me.
So I didn't pick up any... Yeah, I didn't pick up any new military building in Pools of Despair.
Summon them.
Have the option of switching out some units here, but I don't think I want to do that, no. I don't want to take the Nekahara warriors over the Skellies. The Nekahara warriors would get absolutely shredded by the Waywatchers, even more than the skeletons with the shields, so leave them for another army or just won't use them at all, I think.
Immortality.
Oh, that's
of
level 12.
power.
Ah, too bad I couldn't grab this War Sphinx before the next fight, but that's okay. Yeah, more arrows of Asaph sounds good.
I alone shall restore Nehekara.
Yeah, and I can't get into range to actually help the defense of Lashiak even if I force march with the second army, so I think this positioning's just quite fine. I was not expecting to hold Kofur a turn ago, I'll tell you.
I alone shall restore
Okay, big pile of
Melkor.
gold. Let's go. Most important thing first. That. And Lashiek, we freed up a space. But Lashiek's about to fall probably, so I'm not going to invest money in that. It feels like a bad idea. Okay, but I've still got over 5 grand to spend. Just check on this. 5 more turns before the next Casket of Souls. Okay, I'm making enough gold each turn now though that I don't even have to, like, saving up 5,000 isn't what it once was. Here I just save for these 3. Can't afford another one in Al Haik, but Al Haik's in under a bit of danger at the moment. I'm not. Yeah, it's actually, I think it's fine that I'm not investing more money there. Once these armies move north, like, I think I'm in a position now. Well, watch and see something go wrong, right? But I think I'm in the position now where, like, I'll keep an eye on the Skaven, I'll push my scouts up to see where the Skaven armies are, and I should be able to wipe out, at least in the next little while. I won't rush to do it, but I will be hopefully able to wipe out the Eye of the Jungle and the Savage Orcs with my troops here while holding on to everything in the west. So, looks good. Okay, and yeah, so Al-Khalabad is now safe, I think. No reason not to invest here. Bel Aliad pulls a despair. Maybe not so much. Yep, I won't bother with upgrading that. Anything else I can do? Yeah, new building slot here. Gemstone mine, sure. Military infrastructure building is going to be so expensive, I don't think I'll bother. Or I won't make them a priority in this region anyway. I already have growth there. This should probably just be replaced by growth. Let's go ahead and start doing that. Okay. I think that's everything.
The vermin.
Oh, I have another hero to move. Alright, you go ahead and explore this.
At once.
Aha, yeah, that was good to do because they actually had a full stack hidden within the city.
Submit.
Not in a position to be able to attack us yet though.
Disappointed.
Okay, and they're recruiting Plague Claw catapults.
No, you failed.
And more Doom Flares. Okay, well,
The great.
that'll be fun to deal with.
I keep my own counsel.
I think realistically this Tomb Prince is just a scout and I will spend those points just on jar hoarding. I can always level them up to be a fighter later if I end up keeping him. Or if he stays alive is probably the better way to say it. Okay, Necrotect there. I wouldn't mind having Necrotect in Arkhan's army, but I probably should get to Antark and see how strong the Skaven are there too. Okay, that was a pretty successful turn.
The day of awakening comes.
And I think that's everything. Yep. Yeah, there's no more hero slots I can unlock. I just should... Yeah, 8 more turns before opening up another Dynasty army, and then I can pick up this guy, and he'll let me recruit 2 Cambrian War Sphinxes. Oh, those would be really useful, actually. Yeah, it'd be great to have those available. Alright, see what the end turn brings. Just double check for new factions. No. Ah, nuts. I forgot about this Necrotect. Okay, well, he's going to be a turn later getting to fire us, but that's okay. Gorok, bro, what are you doing? Why? As soon as I say, like, oh, things look good on the west coast, here's a stack of lizardmen for no reason. And Skaven wounded my hero over there.
Silence. Do not bargain with me.
No, I don't want a peace treaty. Yeah, here's this attack against Lashiek. We can't hold this. They have no, like, units to try and even sort of wipe out. No, I've just auto-resolve. I suspect we're getting raised here. Got sacked. Okay. Well, I will take that army on with my 2 armies next turn very happily. Lashiek obviously took a beating, but will survive. It's better than being raised. Yeah, top nuts are down to absolutely no military now, so while they will, well, yeah, I guess they've got this, but I guess the fact that this army hasn't been in their territory is probably why they've been well, I don't know. I don't know why they haven't been recruiting more generals. They've still got 4 regions. They're not at war with anyone else. I feel like, yeah, I'm not sure quite what's going on. So yeah, you got wounded, hindered replenishment. Lashiek got sacked, but that army ended up right here, so we can deal with it. I think this should not be a big problem. Mortars will be a bit annoying. Yeah. Oh, critical failure. I didn't spot that. That's funny. Yeah, so there's a big question mark over how strong this army is. Gorok's only rank 9. That's not that too bad. Red Crested Skinks. Yeah, that's not too scary. I was afraid of like a huge stack of dinos, which could be the rest of this army for all I know, but I was kind of afraid of that rather than this. Well, okay. West Coast, probably a good job. I've got these 2 armies now to cover this side of things, given I'm being attacked by more enemies, but should be able to recapture stuff if it gets taken, rebuild stuff if it gets destroyed, and very happy with how things have gone in the east. So yeah, I'll pick things up next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye for now.